in August of 2008, my family and I were camping up at Whistler's Bend Park, and it was almost my anniversary, so we were having a little this little get together. My mother-in-law came up for the day, and we thought that we would just float around Whistler's Bend in the rafts. My mother-in-law was with my he was 12 at the time, son and his friend in a raft, and then I was in my Tahiti with my daughters who were 7 and 8. And we were just floating around the river, and it was nice. Everything was good. And we went over just a little ripple in the river, and she fell out of the back of the raft and rolled over and kind of, came up to the top and looked at me and was dog paddling around a little bit, and then just looked up and floated up onto her back. So we thought everything was okay because she likes to float in the water. We figured she was just going to float up and she'd paddle off to the side and it would be all good. But she floated up and kept floating down the river, and we were yelling, "Hey, there's a rock coming and there's rapids," and she wasn't responding. And she just floated right headlong into a rock and rolled over in the water. And then I was like, this isn't good. And so we took off after her with the Tahiti, and I caught up with her, and there was some people on the riverbank. One of them was a nurse, and her husband were there. And I was yelling, "She's drowned, she fell out of the raft, and I need some help." Because I had my 7 and 8-year-old daughters with me in my Tahiti, and there was no other adult. So I told my girls, I said, "Leave on your life jacket and lay down in this boat, and somebody will get you out of the water. Don't sit up in the boat no matter what," because I knew they would not flip over in that water. And I paddled to her and jumped out of the raft and pushed them off, and the lady's husband got them out of the water. But the water moves pretty fast at Whistler's Bend, so I got her, and she was face down in the water, and I rolled her over, and she had drowned in the river. So I don't know how long it took. It seemed like 2 minutes, but I know it had to be much longer from the distance we traveled down the river, doing rescue breathing in the water with her on my chest, upside down like this, and then fighting with the current and pulling her to the bank. It's a pretty rocky bottom, so I just propped my feet against rocks the best I could and arched back and had her laying on my chest and would rescue breathe with her upside down on top of me. And then I'd go underwater because it would get deep, we'd bobbing, go underwater, and then pull her a little further towards the shore until I was so tired I really couldn't go any longer. And then I just drug her into the bank, and the lady helped me. From the time I got her onto the bank, CPR was performed for 12 minutes, and then her heart started beating, and then about another 6 to 8 minutes later, then the rescue crews arrived. And at that point, she started breathing just really, really, really shallow, but she had a pretty strong heartbeat. I don't think of myself as a hero at all. I just, something happened, and I just made decisions, fast decisions, and I don't think of myself as a hero. I really got to just give God all the credit, because He gave me strength and wisdom, and otherwise I would have never been able to do it on my own.